Hello everyone, and this is for me to 421, and welcome to Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, the multiplayer RPG for the GameCube, supporting up to 1 through 4 players. So, anyways, if you play the recent Final Fantasy games or the FFCC games, they are nothing like the old one. Nothing whatsoever. This game relies on a totally different mechanic as well. So, this game is pretty unknown. It's like the special needs child of the Final Fantasy genre. And that gets beaten up in school sometimes, but it's a pretty unknown game, and I thought I showed out this. I thought this would be a pretty cool game to show out, but there is also one reason why a lot of people don't want to LP this game as well. Either way though, let's jump in and play some Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which is pretty hard to say 5 times. Alright, after that movie, if you didn't watch the first part, or the part before this one. But now we arrive, and we are looking at this book, called the Crystal Chronicle. This is basically our diary. We record stuff on this. And just like the game says, we are going to record our journeys on there. We don't record exactly everything, but we record about the boss battles and events that happen on this map. Alright, so we've already been briefed and we're ready to go. And we have the menu system. Bring a friend. If you bring a friend in this game, you can import another friend's character into your game, and you don't really use this option very much. I've used it once, and eventually my friend's character got stuck. You could even clone them, as a matter of fact. I have no idea how we did that one, but it was pretty funny. And what else? Oh. Options. Position markers we're gonna need, they just basically... Okay, you don't know what it is, but still. Color balance is, enhancing your GBA's color if you're using the old-fashioned and not the new Game Boy Advances like the SPs and stuff, so... This game was released around that time. And, that's about it. I don't know what monaural means, so you can feel free to enlighten us and please tell us a story about this. But we're gonna set up. Empty, empty, empty. Okay, so I've tallied in the votes, and I came with the conclusion that there certainly was a winner. Thanks to Air5 Wolf, he came up with the name Hayaku or Hayaku. I don't know how you pronounce that, basically, and I also don't know if this is referencing something else. Honestly, if you can tell me in the comments what this name is referencing, feel free to, because I have no idea what this name who this name belongs to. We're gonna use a female because apparently a lot of people wanted me to be a female, and the Selkies won the vote. They wanted me to be a female Wolfie or that sort. It was kind of odd. Don't know. It's okay, sure, go, why not? We're gonna be a Wolfie because this is apparently one of the main characters. We're gonna be a merchant, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of grief for this, but people are gonna say that Clayvats are the better merchants, and why are you choosing the Selkie? I'm choosing the Selkie because I am not gonna make this. I'm not gonna have multiple characters on here, so don't worry about it. And as you always choose your characters, they always get a nice little introduction this way. There you go. As your parents saw the first episode of Pokemon, they thought it was okay to take their child out of their house and let them go on an adventure. So, go figure. And here's the overworld map. And I have to say, it looks pretty crappy. But this isn't necessarily Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, though. The main pride here is the levels. And here is a unforeseen event that I could have never guessed, and I'm going to pretend that I've also never played this game as well, except for some parts. And this man that we were talking to, his name is Soul Rocked. This young man is from Alphataria, apparently that's what it's saying. We'll have to remember his name toward the end of the game because he becomes a pretty important character later on. And if you know this guy's name, this character's name is Stiltskin. Huh. Final Fantasy. Naming your characters, reusing characters from different Final Fantasy, well, reusing names basically. Stiltskin is a fat Moogle, and you get to find him later. You get to find him all over the place. It's he kind of becomes your mentor when you first begin. And so we accept him, and we have Mog up here, which is the little Moogle flying around him. He's really annoying. I've never seen. Well, he's really annoying, but he can also be useful. That is, if you try and use him. I don't really like to use Mog, so. Sorry for any people who wanted some Mog fan service, but no. So anyways, welcome to Port Tipa. This is the area that we're at. I'll show you guys where it is after this little session. Okay, so this guy will explain us explain the story about this game, but I'll explain it in a better way. Hopefully. No, we can't leave. Damn. Okay, so if you notice that I'm in this gigantic circle thing, this barrier that the chalice, this chalice right here, is creating for me. This is the crystal chalice. We need this to take us wherever we go, because the whole world is plagued by a force, an unseen force called miasma. Miasma is this toxic air that has plagued this world for about who knows how many years. And I'm walking outside, I'm breathing the air just like fine because it's only a practice stage or whatever, so they don't really care. Either way, we as caravanners, we are to depart every single year in search of myrrh trees. In this case, myrrh trees are what we need to keep our whole town's city folk safe. And without them, our city will die. So we need to go and adventure out and get our myrrh and come back safely with the myrrh, and so they can purify the whole town so they'll survive for another year, and thus making a perpetual motion style type thing story. It's like if whoever thinks outside the box will be the one who saves the world or something. Anyways, so there you go. That's the game, and that's basically the story. So we're just trying to save our whole village for another year. We're learning how to use weapons because I like weapons. And alright, weapons here in this game. You can only have a maximum of 3 combos. Only a maximum of 3 combos. So I'm just saying that right now because kind of bites. Focus attacks. Alright. Focus attacks is just basically holding your attack button, or your little attack thing up there, where it shows you off, where it shows off the little thing under your name. So you just hold it, take the cursor out there so you can aim it, and there you go. And that's it. Different weapons do offer up different types of focus attacks, so you don't have the same one all the time. And yes, Mog just tried to help me.